Hi everyone, it's Norma, and it is June finally. The weather is warming up, and late spring is in full swing, and it's starting to feel like summertime. And so that means it is time for another Empties video. So this is what I have been burning in the month of May. And I got quite a lot going on yet again, because until just like the last week, we had an unusually cool and rainy May. So it wasn't, good weather to go outside and do outdoor activities or do a lot of gardening or anything. So I got a lot of burn time in. And you know who that is. That's that Mambo. And he's just going to be obnoxious. I just have a feeling you're going to be hearing him through this video. Anyway, I figured this was my last chance to really get through a lot of candles before I start slowing down for the summer months. I am burning a little bit more in June than I would like. Yeah, there he goes. But I did cut down a little bit. Oh, there, Mambo. I'm going to put you in solitary confinement. Yeah. Anyway. So I did slow down a little bit in June. I'm burning a little bit more than I like, but I just have so many candles that I'm really trying to reduce my stash, before fall comes. And right now it's semi-annual sale time, and as much as I don't need to go, I'm going to be going. In fact, I may be going right after I film this video, so there may be a haul video coming up. We'll see what happens. But I managed to get through a lot of candles that I really didn't care about that much, and some candles that I've kind of been hanging on to because I didn't really want to burn them because, I didn't have like a ton of backups, but it's like, you know what? I bought them to enjoy them, so it's time to burn them and get through them. And I'm going to start with some pink candles. In my Facebook group, we are playing Candle Roulette, where every 2 weeks members vote on a category, and we do like a poll. Okay, you want this candle, this candle, this candle, what category do you want to burn? And then when the voting's closed, we have a winner, and then we pick the candles. So one time we had brown candles. So you're going to actually see, this was my choice for brown candle. This was a Goose Creek, Driftwood, and Sandstar. And then I just threw in this white one, White Sea Coral, because I've had these hanging around from Burlington Coat Factory that I got a couple years ago. And they're just really light throwers, so I wasn't interested in burning them because I already knew they were really light. Scents are great, but very, very light for me. So they're gone. They're gone. So anyway, back to the pink candles. Pink was the category for the month of May. So it worked out really great because I wanted to start getting some of my florals out. And I have a lot of pink candles. So first up, we have Kringle's Peony. And I have 2 jars here. This is the original Crystal Pillar. It's a 1 wick. And this is their current version in the 2 wick. I mean, it's not the first time I burnt Peony. This was one of the very first Kringles I had, and I just really like it. It's just a really soft, pretty floral. So even people that, are kind of scared of florals because they think they're too strong or too heady, I personally don't think this falls into that category. It's, just a pretty sweet floral, similar to a rose, but softer, sweeter than rose. And, I've had pretty good luck with the throw, especially, this one. I mean, obviously I like it enough to repurchase it. I'm a little bit over it right now, though, because I've been burning a lot of rose scents. And like I said, the peony is similar to rose. I would get it again, but I think I'm done for the year with those type of scents, with one exception, which you will see later. So bye-bye. See you guys next spring. Roses, another candle I got through was Yankee Candle's Fresh Cut Roses. You know, once again, a favorite. Performed perfectly. I had no real issues with it, other than, like I said, right now I'm a little bit like tired of roses. I can't believe I'm saying that. Also, Cherry Blossom. These I picked up during a semi-annual sale, I think maybe 3 years ago, maybe even 4 years ago, and I've never burnt them. And so I said, pink candles, finally time to get rid of them. They did pretty well. I had them in my big room, so not the greatest floral, not the greatest throw because it's in that big room. I think if I'd had them in a bedroom, they would have done better. But I kind of decided I don't care for cherry blossom scents. I know me, the floral person. They're just like okay to me, but they're not like, oh, I gotta smell this candle. It makes me want to haul it in large quantities. It's just like, it's just not okay. It's just okay for me. I probably would not repurchase this again if it came back. I think I have like one more, but yeah, so I was glad I burnt it. I was kind of saving it because, like I said, I'd gotten like 3 or 4 years ago, whenever it came back as a treasure, and I haven't seen it since, and so I was kind of like, oh, I don't want to burn it because what if it never comes back? But I finally got rid of it. I used to think that this was very similar to Plumeria, and I don't know why I thought that, because now to my nose they don't smell similar at all. Well, that's, I guess, similar, but to me before I couldn't even tell the difference. So I guess maybe my nose has changed a little bit, because I don't think it smells like Plumeria at all anymore. And then I had another pink candle from Yankee, and this is Champaca Blossom. And I am so glad to be gone with this because I don't like it. I originally got it when it came out. This was a UK scent because the Champaca Blossom is a flower that is used in Joy perfume, and I had a dear mentor who, that's all she wore was Joy perfume, and I thought this would be nice to remember her by, but it doesn't smell the same to me at all. And I know that there's a lot of people that love Tahitian tiare flower. If you like Tahitian tiare flower, you would like this. I think there's similar notes in them. And I don't like Tahitian tiare flower either. I've just finally decided that. So, yeah, there's something about both of these that just don't appeal to me. So, I'm glad that one's gone. It's my last one. Yay! And then my final pink one was Paris Lavender Macaron. I actually had another one of these that I melted into tarts, and I finished one container. But I'm saving the container in case I decide to melt the other ones I got, because they were all cleaned out, got the label and everything. I was really glad I got a chance to try this. And when I first tried it, I really, really liked it. In fact, I liked it enough that I ran back to the store and got a couple more before they sold out. But you know what? I think I'm over it now. I think I'm good. There's something about it. I think it's a little bit too sweet for me or something. I just don't know. I don't like it enough to go get any more. I think I'm happy with what I have. And, maybe next year I'll be back in the mood for it again, but it's like, what, I'm over with it. So if I go to the Bath & Body Works semi-annual sale, which starts in store tomorrow, it started online today, if I see this, I think I can walk on by. I don't need any more. Okay, and then with the coming of spring, I figured it was a perfect time to burn one of my favorite candles, which is Yankee Candle Lilac Blossoms. Now, I do have a large jar of this going right now in my bathroom, and it is just doing beautifully. It's throwing great. I love it, love it, love it. It's, a candle that I like to burn every spring. This is my first time trying the pillars, and it will be my last time. They sucked, basically. I'm not buying any more pillows. I don't care how good of a sale it is. I don't care how tempted I am. I'm not buying any more pillows. I had problems with the wicks moving, which the soft wax tends to do. I was able to correct it, and once I corrected it, it didn't do it again. But there was no throw. I mean, these were basically just scentless candles. Well, not a repurchase. In the pillar form. The large jar, yes. Milk cup, yes. Votives, yes. Pillars, no. My first time trying Kringle's Lilac or Fresh Lilac. This one's nice. I do have a personal preference toward lilac blossoms, but I know there's a lot of people out there that don't care for lilac scents, and if you don't really think you like lilac scents, you probably wouldn't like Yankee Candle's Lilac Blossom, because I think what a lot of people don't like about it is sometimes it tends to have like a little bit of a musty note, or like a powdery, almost like an old lady type smell. If that's what turns you off to lilac scents, you might like Kringle's version, because it doesn't have that. It's just a little bit more fresher, greener, a little bit. I mean, I just think lilac just has like a musty note to it. But I mean, I just love lilacs. I mean, I just grew up always having them around, in the yard and stuff like that growing up. So it's just a scent that I personally love. I had no performance issues whatsoever. I mean, the Kringles just burnt flawlessly all the way down. No issues with that. The throw was light. I had it in my bathroom, and I could smell it in the bathroom for sure, but it didn't really like spill out into the hallway. And I think in a larger room, unless you had like a smaller bedroom, like if you live in an older house, you'd probably want 2 of them going, or have a candle and a melt going. I don't know if I would repurchase it again, simply because I do prefer Yankee's version better. But if I saw it and it was like hugely discounted, like 75% off, I would probably pick up another one. Okay, so we got some more purple candles going on here. These are 2 new scents from Yankee, and I was so excited to try them when they first came out. The one is Moonlit Garden, and the other one is Lavender Sunset. I would have said I would not purchase either one of these again, except they are now retiring Lavender Vanilla, and I have a feeling that Lavender Sunset's going to be replacing it. If that's the case, then I will be repurchasing Lavender Sunset. But I do prefer the Lavender Vanilla. The Lavender Sunset, to me, it's supposed to be lavender vanilla with, I believe, cedar. I don't get the cedar note. If I could get the cedar note, I would like it better. But to me, I just smell lavender and vanilla, and the vanilla's a sweeter vanilla than the original Lavender Vanilla candle. And I just think it's a little bit too sweet for me. If you guys like sweet, you might like this one. But I don't hate it, but I'm not crazy in love for it, just because I think the vanilla is a little bit sweeter than I would like. Now, I did have this in the votives. I like the votives. For some reason, I like the votives better. I wouldn't rush out and buy it. I still have a lot of, lavender vanilla left, and I have some from Bath and Body Works left. So until I absolutely run out of lavender vanilla, I'm not going to rush out and buy it again, except maybe in the votives. But yeah, I was a little bit disappointed in that one. I would have liked it to be a little bit different, a little bit more sensual with the cedar. And I personally just am not getting that. And then the other new ones that I was disappointed with, oh, that label's so pretty, is this Moonlit Garden. And I know a lot of people liked it, but first of all, I could barely smell it. And I mean, it just had no throw. I had 2 of them going and I couldn't smell it. And then what I could smell, like if I stuck my nose in the jar, when I first smelled it in the store, I liked it. But after a while, it was like, it started reminded me of something. And that is Colonial Candle Spanish Bluebell. That's a discontinued scent from Colonial Candle. And I had, a bunch of 3.5 ounces that threw, like you wouldn't believe. I mean, they could scent the entire condo. And after a while, I'm starting to dislike that scent because there's a note in there that is kind of pungent. And I don't know if it's the hyacinth, because I think this has hyacinths as well. And I love the scent of hyacinths, but I don't know, maybe in candle form it doesn't translate that well. And maybe that's why there aren't very many hyacinth candles, I don't know. But whatever note is in the Spanish Bluebell that was kind of starting to turn me off, I think is in here. Yeah, because I can smell that. I mean, it's not horrible, but, I'm just trying to narrow down my candle choices and just buy candles that I really love and not jump on every new thing. Every once in a while something new comes out that's great and it's fabulous and it sticks around. But for me, this is not it. Not a repurchase for me. But I do know a lot of people that normally don't like florals like that. So just keep that in mind. And speaking of lavender vanilla, I had 2 lavender vanilla candles going. Once again, pillars I would not buy. Again, scentless, 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 scentless. Jars, yes. Pillars, no way. Now, a candle I would purchase again is, you know what? It's getting dark in here. It's been like raining all day, then it stops, sun comes out, and then it gets dark again, and I don't know if I'm going to get to Yankee the way this weather is. Okay, turn a little light on. Now, one candle I would repurchase again is Blue Hydrangea. This is a love. If you're a floral lover, you have to get Blue Hydrangea if you can find it. It's sold out online. And I don't know if it's going to be in any stores, maybe an outlet, but fabulous candle, great thrower, no burn issues. It just was a beautiful, beautiful performing candle. It's a beautiful floral. It had a good throw. Definitely, definitely a repurchase. Okay, now this is a scent I'm a little bit on the fence about as to whether I would repurchase it or not. This is Fresh Cut Herbs, and I actually like the scent. It's a combination of basil, mint, and parsley, and for me that's exactly what I get. Definitely basil and the mint, and the parsley gives it a little bit of a sharp note, which that's the part I'm not quite sure I like. But I had 2 of these going in my computer room. I think one would have been too light, but the 2 was just enough to scent the room where you could walk in the room and you could definitely smell it, but it didn't overpower you or anything. And I liked it. It was, fresh and clean. It's more of a fresh scent, and it is in the fresh category. It's not like a foodie, savory cooking type of scent. I like it, but I'm not sure if I love it enough. I would probably get it again. I was intending to get it again when it sold out online, and I was like, oh well, that's okay. I can live without it. And mostly because Kringle does have some herb candles. Kringle has like the rosemary and the lemon rosemary, which I really like. They still have a basil candle. They used to have a thyme candle that I loved, and they discontinued that one. So, I'm happy with those. But it performed well for me. like, once again, really no burn issues. Went all the way down. I did have kind of thick wicks, so I had to kind of, keep my eye on the wicks. But other than that, no issues. Decent throw. I personally like the scent. Now, this is one I was a little disappointed in. This is Garden Cucumber. And I like the scent. It's just a fresh cucumber. It's exactly what it is. It's a simple scent. And I think it would have been a good thrower. But the problem is this candle, and you can see there's no wick because I end up throwing it in the crock because I wanted to smell it. It had a really skinny wick. I think they put the wrong wick in this candle. I could never, ever get a wax pull on this. No matter how long I burned it, it just never pulled out. And sometimes, the wick was so skinny that when a wax pool started to form around it, it would extinguish itself. I was very, very frustrated with burning this candle. And it's such a shame because when I could smell it, it smelled like it would have been a good thrower if it had ever had a chance to pull out, but it never did. So I did pick up a couple more of these. I found them at the outlet, last summer. So hoping, fingers crossed, that the other ones don't have the same wicks, because otherwise I may be making tarts out of these or something. Another Yankee candle that I would repurchase is French vanilla. This is like my new obsession. I cannot believe I have never tried French vanilla. I've always gone with like buttercream, Christmas cookie, if I want, even the Peeps more recently, if I wanted a vanilla scent. But I actually really like this. And, they did really well. You can see I chunked out some I wanted to try it in my centerpiece, but it didn't really throw in my centerpiece. So, but yeah, it was a really nice vanilla scent. It had a decent throw. I had it on my candle cabinet next to my sofa, and it wouldn't throw throughout the room, but when I was sitting on the sofa watching TV, I could definitely smell it. And it's just, it was a pleasant vanilla scent, great on its own, definitely would be great as a blender. And I'm just shocked that all these years I've just never bothered to try it. I don't know why. I know I do have a large jar somewhere that I bought several years ago, but I just never got around to burning it because I just always burn buttercream. Gosh, I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah, new love, definitely would repurchase again. Just a nice, basic French vanilla scent. Okay, we're getting down to the wire here. My final Kringles, I did do a couple daylights in Picket fence, and in daylight form it was fine because it basically just illuminated some accessories. I don't care for this scent. It is definitely more of a rose perfume type of scent. And you guys may remember me mentioning that I don't like mahogany teak wood. And any candle that has that kind of note to it that's in mahogany teak wood, I don't really like. And I detect it in this scent. And I also detect it in, is it this one? I think it's this one. This is my Henri Bendel candle in the scent. What is this scent? Orchid. I did a review on it. They're not the same scent by any means, but they have a note in there that I just don't care for. So I would not repurchase those again. And this is Kringle's, what is this called? Spalde. This has mint, apple, and I always forget what the other note is. I keep wanting to say eucalyptus, but I'm not sure that's it. I wasn't sure what to think about this scent when I first got it. It wasn't what I expected. I thought it was going to be more of a lavender, maybe ozone-y type scent, which it's not, and it doesn't have any of those notes in it. But the mint and the apple, I thought it was an odd combination. And I wasn't crazy about it in the beginning, but by the end of the candle, and I had a large jar, I started to really dislike the scent. performed well, no burn issues. That's, some charring from my lighter. And it actually was a really good throw. I know a lot of times people complain about Kringle candles not throwing. I had no issues with that. This one actually did throw. And of course it's always the scents that you dislike the most that throw the best. Isn't that how it goes? Yeah, by the end of this candle's life, I was like, I just want this candle gone. And it went on and on and on and on and on and on, and wouldn't end. It's over, it's done. I personally would not get it again simply because I just decided I don't care for this scent. The mint apple and whatever else is in there, to me, just didn't work. If you were curious about the scent, I would definitely suggest trying it in a smaller size first, like a melt or a daylight, even a smaller candle, before you commit to the large jar, because it was like, I couldn't wait for it to get done. And I rarely feel that way about a candle. It's like, either they're like, okay, I can't smell them, but, it's like when you're burning something and you don't care for the scent that well, that's not a good thing. It wasn't awful. It's just, I don't know, like I said, I was just ready for it to be done. That's all. Done, 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 done. Bye-bye. Okay, and this is a Swan Creek candle. I did a review on it, Cilantro, Clementine. I really liked this one on the cold sniff when I first got it, but it had like little to no throw for me until the very, very end of it. Burn wise, it did okay. You can see the wick did move there at the very, very end, but yeah, would not get it again. Didn't really care for it. Bath and Body Works white tea and ginger. I thought I was gonna really, really love this candle because I love white tea, I love ginger scents, and I actually have the body care, and I think that's what did the candle in. I bought the body care, like a year ago, semi-annual sale in bulk. So I've been trying to use it up, and I'm getting sick of the scent. It seems to be the theme this month. I'm just getting sick of scents. I don't know what it is. It's nice. It's fresh. I mean, I do like it, but I think I prefer it in the body care over a candle. If I want a tea candle, I want to burn London, or, their Southern Sweet Tea that they came out last year and didn't bring back was like my absolute favorite, just a rich black tea scent. If I want to burn tea, that's what I want to burn. This, I wouldn't get it again. I don't think I would get it again. Maybe in a wallflower, but not in a candle. Speaking of tea, sweet iced tea. One of my favorites from Colonial Candle. I love it. Now, I have to say, this is, the new version. It was Southern Sweet Tea? What was it? Southern Iced Tea? Whatever it was. They discontinued it, and they brought it back as Sweet Iced Tea. Same scent, changed the label a little bit. Now, this 8 ounce, usually there's no burn issues with the 8 ounce jars. And it burned, fairly cleanly, but I did have puny wick syndrome with this, which is really surprising in an 8 jar. I know like a year or two ago, many of us had problems with some of the 22 ounce candles, but in this new spring collection, I had puny wick syndrome with almost all of them. So that was disappointing, because I did buy some 22 ounce jars in the new version, so I hope those perform okay. 2 Colonial candles that did perform great were these little 3.5 ounces in Cucumber Fresca. This is basically a cucumber cilantro type set, and I like it. I just was using it this time more as something to light up some of my smaller accessories, and I wanted just something green and fresh to blend in with my florals. So I would repurchase it, and I have. I got a little stack of it. For some reason, this time it didn't smell quite the same to me, though. I mentioned before that something in this reminds me of jasmine green tea, but I don't know. I still like it, but no, wasn't super crazy about it this time around. I know, just the theme. These were 2 candles that I picked up at Home Goods, also Colonial candle. Everybody was on the hunt for these, and then I never was able to find the large jars. I did finally find the pillars. This is green tea and bergamot and lemon and sage. Second round, I had these before. I had horrible burn issues, end up melting them both down, and then poured them into milk cups, and I still have a few of them left. They don't really throw very well in the milk cup form. So it's like, you know, I want to burn these, I want to get rid of them. Surprisingly, this one did really well, the lemon sage. This one, as you can see, still had some burn issues with it. This one I would not get again. The scent was just too light for me. You know, like I said, if I want tea scent, I want a black tea scent. So I'll burn Bath & Body Works London or their Southern Sweet Tea. This just was not what I was looking for. This, on the other hand, this lemon sage is really, really nice. I mentioned that I like Kringle's lemon rosemary. If you like that, you would probably like this. So if I came across this one again, I would consider repurchasing it. And last but not least, one of my new favorite candles. This is Henri Bendel. I don't even know if that's upside down, probably. In Velvet Oud. I did do a review on this. This is basically like a rose sandalwood type set. Love it, love it. Went through 2 of them, and you know, unless for some reason I get like really super sick of it. You know, I mentioned I was kind of getting tired of rose scents because I've been burning a lot of them this year. Unless I get sick of it, I mean, it's going to be probably, you know, a staple for many years to come, because I really like it. At least right now I do. So there you guys have it. Yeah, I know, you know, I had some winners this month. You know, some favorites were just kind of not doing it for me, but that's just because I've, you know, kind of, you know, just over them for right now. But I'm kind of glad to clear out some things that I wasn't crazy about, like that Champaca blossom. Yay, I'm so glad that one's gone. I just discovered I don't like cherry blossom, so I can avoid those candles in the future. So it's all good. And you know what? I think the thunderstorms have stopped temporarily. The sun's coming out, so I think I'm going to try to go to Yankee Candle. So if you guys like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe below, and have a blessed day.